All right, in this section, we're going to talk to the next owner, which is Brent Harper. So, Brent, when did you acquire the car?
In 1973, I turned 16, got a driver's license. The car was parked in the backyard. I decided I'd want to try to get it up and go on. My dad wasn't in too much favor of that.
Did the car have the 426 in it at the
It
time?
did, had 426 max wedge in it, and 16 years old, you couldn't afford to drive it at about
What the hell
40.
was your dad thinking?
I don't know what he was thinking. He had already went through his thinking with him in it. Now he's got another boy that's gonna terrorize up the town in the same car.
Okay.
I couldn't afford to drive it. I mean, 16 years old, a big motor. So his buddy up in Springville done a little trade with me as far as a 426 for a 383. So I traded him the motor for that. I was going to Utah Tech in 75 for the first year. I needed a project to work on. So I took the Max Wedge over there and actually rebuilt the motor there, painted it up, took it back to his buddy in his garage, and it sat there for 35 years,
Yeah, probably.
40 years, trying to get it back, trying to get it back. Well, he had a 64 Plymouth Sports Fury that he wanted to put it in. And it just come a phone call one day, said, I'm getting too old for this project. Would you like to have that motor back? I said, sure. So, but I had to buy the 64 Sports Fury Plymouth car with the motor. But we still have the motor in the possession that he bought back in probably 68, huh? Or even sooner.
It'd
Before,
been around 68.
before you went to the Army, yeah. So I drove it until 79. So it's got all the original glass except for the windshield. It went through two teenage boys, one in the 60s, one in the 70s, and still retains all its glass and most of its body panels.
Same tiny.
Yep,
So it's been in the family since 65?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
After, when you bought.
Yeah, in 79 when I bought a new truck, then it parked it up there in the orchard again. And it sat there for 25 years, enough to where apple orchard trees were growing up around it, and he had to take a chainsaw to cut his way out of it. About 15 years ago or so that you've had it out. Done a backyard restoration. You know, he's done some of it. Had an upholstery shop do some. But pretty much the car's still there and it's still running to this day.
All right, we're going to stop right here for a second.